So a mother of 6 was stabbed and taken out of this world by an employee she sent home early from work. So I wonder why she sent her home. But don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. Let's hit it.
A mother killed in a workplace stabbing.
My mama died trying to take care of us.
A McDonald's manager.
Oh man, you see that? Hold on. Church usher. Look at that. Usher at the church. Good God-fearing woman. Just doing her job and was unappreciated.
Place stabbing.
My mama died trying to take care of us.
A McDonald's manager killed in the middle of the morning rush, and police say it was another employee who did it. Jennifer Harris was working her shift this morning when she sent an employee home early. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Kimberly Gill.
And I'm Ty Steele. Police say that employee left and then came back and killed her with a knife. This happened at the McDonald's on 9 Mile West, west of Kelly and East Point. Noel Frio is live with the details. Noel, we hear a Good Samaritan stepped in and try and stop this.
Yeah, that's right. Police say that stabbing happened near this drive-through window behind me. And they say a customer who was in the drive-through stepped in and stopped the suspect from fleeing the scene before police arrived. We've now learned that the victim was a mother of 6. Employees described the terrifying moments inside a McDonald's after a worker attacked a manager with a knife. Police say the employee had been in an argument with the manager that ended with her being sent home.
She left for 5 minutes. She came back with a mask on her face. And
First thing I want to say is shout out to all the black people who are working. This is something I've noticed a lot lately. And I'm just happy to see them no matter where I go, that I see young black people, actually the youth working, trying to get a paycheck. I don't know how long they're gonna stay there, but they're trying to get a paycheck, pay some taxes, make something of themselves, trying to do something besides sitting at home, being bumps on the log, doing nothing. The lady was a manager at McDonald's. I know a guy when I was a kid, Roland Parrish, a matter of fact. He was a manager, but that was like his store that he had like on, was it Buckner and Pleasant Grove. I remember he had one store when I was a kid. And so now I think he got dozens going up and down the highway from here to Houston. And he multi-millionaire. I don't know if his son is like carrying on his business or whatever, but he made something of himself. I have said that if somebody can think, you get a lot of these youth to think in the future, you can look at somewhere like McDonald's. Because first of all, McDonald's is supposed to be a job for the kids, right? For like summer jobs, stuff for the kids to get, not for people to be grown and still flipping burgers at the drive-through and it just be their job till they retire. I don't think that's what it's for. But if like the youth, even if the youth will look in the future, you see that the job McDonald's is paying $12, $14 an hour to be a manager, and you might think, man, that's not a lot of money. But think about it. Go to McDonald's, work night shifts, evening shifts, go to school in the daytime or work in the daytime, go to school at night, get you a 2-year business degree, associate's degree, maybe then go get a bachelor's degree online. Just and go and work and go to school and sacrifice for a few years, be a model citizen, a model employee, rub shoulders with the big wigs, make a good impression, become like one of the managers who manages the whole store, and then see if you can manage a couple of stores. And then maybe, just maybe after a few years, you can be a franchisee and have your own store. And then you start from there. And then the next thing you know, you can be franchising multiple stores. And it don't just have to be McDonald's, because there are always opportunities at new companies that they could be expanding, like a Smoothie King, like a Salada, like a tropical, what is it called? Tropical Smoothie Cafe Smoothie, what have you. Places like that, Chick-fil-A. You just look into these companies and see what it takes to become a franchisee. And because you have, because I look, matter of fact, because I looked into like getting a franchise, a store one time, like recently. And one of the criteria that they have is they want you to be a store manager, person that manages like a couple of stores for like 2 years. Not just not just the area like fry manager, cashier manager, something like that, but the one who actually manages the entire store, and they want you to be able to have managed multiple stores over a 2 year period before they can consider you, for they will consider you for being a franchise owner. That's just something to think about. That's just something to think about. Let's get back.
5 minutes, she came back with a mask on her face. And only thing I seen was her hands. That's how I knew it was her.
Family of the victim identify her
She had like old hands, or maybe she had tattoos, or the claws on her fingers.
as 39-year-old Jennifer Harris. She was stabbed multiple times before a customer in the drive-through line intervened, holding the employee at gunpoint until officers arrived.
He had her sitting down there about in the parking lot next to a vehicle, and he had the gun pointed at her. That's when police and all them rolled up.
He did the right thing. He showed, so to speak, heroism, and we really appreciate his assistance because, like I said, otherwise we would have a dangerous criminal right now in public, and we would be looking for her, but who knows what else she was gonna do.
Family
I watched another story, and it said that what he did is he saw what was happening. Like that girl who they showed a while ago, they didn't show her face. She said when the stabbing started, she was hollering for help, tried to stop her, but the woman wouldn't stop stabbing, wouldn't stop at all. The guy in the drive-through saw what was going on, so he pulled out his gun, shot it in the air like a few times to stop her. You know what I'm saying? Telling her to stop. And then when she tried to take off running, he went after her and like point and held her at gunpoint until the police got there. So shout out to that guy. I hope he get free chicken nuggets for the rest of his life. But not McDonald's, man. That's not really food in a way.
of Harris described her as selfless, a hard worker who worked to provide for her 6 children as a single mother.
She was the best mom anybody could ever ask for. My mama, she woke up every day and went to work for us. My mama died trying to take care of us.
Her children now in shock at how such senseless violence could have ended their mother's life.
And all girls.
Working woman, so kind. If anybody needed help, she would give you her last, give you the shirt off her back. She did not deserve that at all.
And police are asking that anyone with any more information on this incident contact the East Point Police Department. We have that phone number in this story at clickondetroit.com. Live in East Point, Noelle Friel, Local 4.
So heartbreaking. Hearts break for that family. Thank you, Noelle.
Man, you know what's wrong with a lot of these people that work nowadays? There are some very emotionally immature people in the workforce. And I ain't just talking about young kids. I'm talking about grown folks. Grown people in their 30s, 40s, very emotionally immature. Don't know how to conflict resolve anything. I can just imagine what happened. Maybe the manager came into work, probably telling this young lady, giving her assignment. The young lady didn't want to do it, got mouth. And it's probably not the first time this young girl's probably been mouthing off at the manager. And the manager just had enough of it. Probably telling her what she's not going to do, what she ain't got time for. Man, I've worked with ladies like that, to where the point where I just want to say, man, just go home. Just go home. Like she told her, go home. You can go home for the day. We don't need you today. But that's what you're supposed to do. She did what any corporate executive would tell you to do. If you got unruly employees who don't want to listen, don't want to follow instructions, don't want to do what their job is told, what they're told to do by a manager, you send them home. You say, go home, clock out, go home. We don't have need for you today. Hell, I just rather sit here and work this and do this. I do it myself. But I don't want to deal with your attitude, because you don't want nobody to think that, you don't want employees to think that they run the asylum. You don't want them to think that because tomorrow they're gonna do the same thing. The problem is now you got these ratchets nowadays who weren't taught that how to follow instructions, who probably been fighting and being ratchet and cursing since they was 5, going to school, can't tell them nothing. You call their parents, the parents going off on the school teachers and the principals saying, not my daughter, and she wouldn't do anything like that. I wish y'all would touch her. You're gonna keep her here. What you supposed to do? I gotta go to work. Y'all supposed to be taking care of her and watching her, making sure she acting right. No, mother. You were supposed to do that before she got to school. You were supposed to put the fear of God in her before she went to school. So when she went to school, she knew how to mind herself. But because you didn't give her no responsibility and no direction and no correction, then this is what you come up with. I have a saying that I say tongue in cheek, a little bit of truth in everything I say. If she ain't down with so she ain't down with direction, then she ain't fit for direction, then she's only fit for correction. And I ain't got time to be correcting nobody all the time. So now it's time for you to go in that direction. Simple as that. I mean, because you just ain't got time for this, but it's sad. It's sad you got somebody who actually thought they're gonna put on a mask and nobody recognized them. You just left. And you went somewhere and found a food, what they call it, a food shiesty? Whatever you call it, a fushigi, whatever the hell kind of mask they be talking about. Put on a mask and thought that no one was going to recognize you walking into your place of employment. And then you just stabbed a woman for no reason. Man, these people are purely ignorant. But anyway, tell me what you think about this story. Leave your comments below. Share with the world. Have an intelligent conversation. You know how we do around here. And hey, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Those 4 things that cost you maybe a couple of minutes out your day, but it means the world to us here at this channel. With that being said, I leave you in peace, and I'll see you on the other side.